US, European and Asian share markets were all positive overnight. There was some positive news coming out of the US economy. However, this did come despite concerns growing for the European economy. The Irish Central Bank Governor has indicated that he's a little bit worried about the budget deficits growing in the Irish government. It is also apparent that other investors around Europe are also concerned about this, with Irish government bonds now peaking around 400 basis points higher than German bonds. This effectively means that a German 10-year bond is trading for about 2.5%, versus the Irish equivalent trading for around 6.5%. Only time will tell whether investors will continue to demand Irish bonds. They are due to tender about $1.5 billion over the next 24 hours. The Australian and New Zealand dollars have been boosted over the past 24 hours by a pretty positive speech by the Australian Reserve Bank Governor. He has indicated that unless we start to see some of the downside risks paying off for the global economy and also some factors for the Australian economy, they may start to go through a fairly robust upswing. The only way to control some inflationary pressures down the track will be an increase in their cash rate. This is forecast for later on in 2010. As a result of this, the Australian dollar has been boosted and is now trading close to 95 cents against the US dollar. The Kiwi is also up and is trading over 73 against the US on Tuesday morning. A recent report by the US Department of Agriculture indicates that cattle on feed numbers have increased by 3% over the past month. This was much higher than most market commentators had predicted, and also indicates that supplies through the winter months in the Northern Hemisphere won't be quite as tight as previously thought. This, coupled with the closing of the American summer months, indicates that prices will be on edge over the next few weeks. As a result, prices in the US have fallen slightly, although we do note that they still remain at very high levels. Here in New Zealand, this will put some pressure on scheduled prices. They have fallen over the past week, but I do note that they remain about 50 cents higher than last year. We are still predicting that New Zealand beef schedule prices will be at or slightly higher than last year levels for the 2011 season.